Hey guys, I have explored and investigated some very popular moisturizers in market, keeping the concern of oily skin in my mind, as so many of you asked me, and I understand. Having oily skin feels so tough, especially during the summers. Only a few good moisturizers that are fit enough to be used on your precious delicate skin, and a few others which you better stay away from them. Reasons, of course, I'll explain along with each individual product. So let's get started. The first moisturizer we are going to look at today is the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. Now this one is a lightweight moisturizer, can be used both on the body and the face, and is formulated for all skin types. Now a moisturizer should have a good combination of humectants, emollients and occlusives. Humectants attract water molecules to the surface of the skin. Emollients can soften dry skin, and occlusives form a seal on the surface of the skin to prevent transepidermal water loss. So this moisturizer does have glycerin, which acts as a humectant. It has liquid paraffin, which acts both as an emollient and as an occlusive. Then it has some more occlusives like dimethicone. It also has refined almond oil. Now almond oil acts as a good occlusive, but I'd prefer unrefined or cold pressed plant oils because they tend to have more antioxidant skin benefits. It also has vitamin E in it. Overall, a very basic and safe moisturizer and suitable for normal or dry or even combination skin types. But if you have excessively oily skin, it can be a bit too heavy, especially during the summers. So dry, normal, combination skin, yes, you can give it a shot. And oily skin, no please, not during the summers. Next we have the Venusia Moisturizing Lotion by Dr. Reddy's. As you can see, it's a moisturizer highly recommended by doctors. So it has a very light lotion-like texture. You will definitely enjoy using if you have oily or even combination or normal skin type. As for ingredients, it has aloe vera, squalene and vitamin E. It also does have parabens and fragrance. But parabens are just not harmful in cosmetics because the percentages used in cosmetics are too low to show any harmful effect. And it's a prevalent misconception that you should avoid parabens in cosmetics because of a lot of reasons. Scientific reasons, of course. Now as for fragrance, it is a bad guy. I would love it if it was a fragrance-free lotion because it does have such a simple and safe ingredient list. However, if you look from a different perspective, if you consider this product is formulated by a well-reputed pharma company, and of course they have expert formulators who know how much fragrance can cause irritation and what type of fragrance to use and what not to use. If you are open to this possibility, then you can probably give it a shot. But if you are totally avoiding fragrance in skincare, which I do appreciate of course, then this one is a no. Very lightweight, fast absorbing moisturizer specially formulated for normal to oily skin. As for ingredients, a good mix of humectants and emollients are present. For example, glycerin, betaine, xylitol, xylityl glucoside. But again, one offender, it has fragrance. As for me, it's a very basic and a very ordinary moisturizer, and I would rather put my money into a better formulation which has no fragrance. And this brings us to the next moisturizer that I'm really fond of. A no-nonsense moisturizer for oily skin packed with many beneficial ingredients like glycerin, niacinamide, Enantia chlorantha bark extract, etc. This Enantia chlorantha bark extract regulates sebum production from the sebaceous glands and hence is very good for oily skin. It also has zinc, which is an anti-acne ingredient, and it also has zinc and copper gluconate, which are very soothing for the skin. So a lot of antioxidant and skin soothing benefits, and guess what? It is fragrance free. So I would definitely suggest this one. A refreshing change from Plum because most of their products have a lot of fragrance in them. So it has some very beneficial ingredients like aloe vera juice, niacinamide, betaine, green tea leaf extract, willow bark extract, which is the natural source of salicylic acid. In fact, green tea, niacinamide and salicylic acid, all three are very beneficial for oily skin. So yes, a very thoughtful formulation indeed. It also gives a very non-oily finish to the skin. So in short, I do recommend this one. Now the reason I included this one is I want to discuss how so many brands use names of beneficial ingredients solely for marketing purpose. I'll come to that, but firstly, it has perfume and then they have added more and more fragrance ingredients like citronellol, linalool, limonene, geraniol, hexylcinnamol and so on. This is because these are from the EU 26 fragrances list that has to be labeled separately because they are highly potentially allergic. Now it does have sodium hyaluronate and vitamin E, but guess what? They are positioned even lower than phenoxyethanol, which is generally present at less than 1%. These two are present even lower than fragrance. I don't know what percentage they used and if these two will have any beneficial effects on the skin at all. Overall, a very mediocre, well marketed product with loads of fragrance, which I would personally never recommend. Last but not the least, the Minimalist Oat and Cepicum Moisturizer. Definitely fragrance free and contains many beneficial ingredients like oat kernel extract, Cepicum. Cepicum is the trade name. A patented ingredient complex that contains glycine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, etc. that are used for soothing the skin. Overall, a great moisturizer, but can be a bit too heavy for you, especially during the summer and especially if you live at a hot and humid climate, for example Kolkata, Mumbai, etc. But if you live in a dry summer area, then you can go for it. So do let me know which moisturizer you're using currently, or are you considering any of the moisturizers that I recommended. So stay home, stay happy, keep loving me. Thank you. Bye bye.